Video. We have an interesting one for you today, guys. Very, very interesting video. I just had to cut off one of the biggest narcissistic pieces of shit you'll ever meet in your life. His name is Zach Cusick. Buryingyoungtalent on YouTube. What's up, Rampage? How you doing, my guy? Hope you subscribe. As you can tell, it's night and day difference over here with me and Zach. He says I'm a fat ass. Bro, I'm 6'5", man. I'm fat, but I'm tall, so you're fat and short, so it's a night and day difference. But as you can tell, there's a night and day difference between me and Mr. Buryingyoungtalent. You can tell I'm not a drunk piece of shit that comes on here spewing shit. I can handle my alcohol. I don't get drunk after one fucking beer, you fucking bum. That is Buryingyoungtalent for you guys. So, we're going to cover a few things here. I'd like to wait and see if old boy wants to pop up in my stream. I appreciate you for popping up, Rampage. I really do. I appreciate the view. It means a lot for you to come over here and hear my side of the story. First I'd like to ask you, how did you hear about Buryingyoungtalent, Rampage? How did you first hear about him? Did he just pop up on your channel, or how did that work? Give me just 1 second. Did he just pop up on your channel one day? My hair is everywhere, bro. Dr. Pepper Tom, you said I was scrolling on lives. So, okay, so you was just scrolling on lives. All right, so let me make it simple. I was scrolling. You said no. So, what happened with me and this guy? I started watching YouTube one day. This was in like 2016. And I came across his channel right after Money in the Bank and when Dean Ambrose cashed in for the title. And so I was like, okay, this is a cool little YouTube channel. I like supporting small YouTube channels, not big ones. He was actually smaller than me. So, I stayed in contact with him for a few years, commenting on his videos. He'd comment on mine, things like that. We became friends on Facebook. And we didn't really become friends until like 4 years or so later. Starting in 2023. I started talking to him, and because I was a fan of his videos, he liked some of my videos too. So I started talking to him, and I'm married with 2 kids, Started talking to this guy, and I didn't realize how much of a fucking bum this dude is. Like, and I'm not one to judge. I'm like, you live your life the way you want to live it. I live my life the way I want to live it. I didn't even want it to come to this point. I just had to block the dude. He's a vile, vulgar human. And I just got to know him from YouTube. I thought he was a productive guy, but I was wrong. He talks about how he just sits in his room all day and watches old wrestling, and how he hasn't had a job in years. He's never had a job where he worked over 20 hours a week. He would just tell me this stuff all the time. And after being friends with him for like 2 or 3 years, I'm like, bro, I don't want to be friends with this guy. Like, he doesn't do anything with his life, and he's older than me. He's older than me. He is, I know this is slow, but there's so much to cover. I'm trying to figure out where to start. This dude is older than me by almost 5 months, and he has gotten nowhere in life. I have my own place, my own family. I pay bills. Yes, I have a situation with my car getting totaled. He wants to say, oh, you don't have a car, and I'm literally only a couple days away from getting a new one. I have my license and everything. And so he wants to talk shit during a temporary phase. He's never had a driver's license. He doesn't even know how to drive. He's older than me, doesn't have a car. He's never had a job where he works over 20 hours a week. He got fired from every job he's ever had. He had a job at an Agway, like a grocery place, and he got fired because he just stood around all day and didn't do anything, and I guess they just didn't see him as useful. He currently has a job where he works 4 hours a week. He works 2 2-hour shifts a week, and he complains about that. And he's about to be 25 in April. He lives with his mom and dad, and they pay all his bills. They make his doctor's appointments. They wash his clothes. They bring him dinner. They buy him cigarettes. Anything you could imagine. And this dude's not 18 or 17 or anything. He's 25 years old. And I'm over here, a grown adult, paying bills and everything, fighting the economy, fighting inflation and stuff, And he doesn't relate to none of that because his parents just pay everything for him. And he says, I'm jealous of that. No, I'm actually not. I just don't want to be associated with someone that has no marketable skills, someone I can't relate to, a bum that lives with his parents, doesn't do anything, probably smells like shit, let's be honest. So he looks like one of the members of Tally Hall, but with a beard. Yeah, and he wants to say I blocked him on Facebook. I did because I did, and he blocked me back. I unblocked him because I was gonna call his bitch ass. I want to fight his bitch ass. I know I would beat the shit out of this dude, and he's even told me that. He's told me so many times. He was like, "I'd hate to fight you. You'd beat the shit out of me." And I'm not saying I'm a badass, but he's told me that so many times. He switches up on everything, and the dude always just talks about sex. Like he makes me uncomfortable. Like he'll bring up a woman. He'll be like, "Oh, yeah, I want to have sex with her," and all this other stuff. Like another female wrestler or something. He just constantly talks about sex. I'm guessing because he watches so much porn in a day and wanks it that he doesn't know how to respect a woman, or he doesn't see them as anything but with their clothes off. He's a very disgusting, vulgar human. He has said himself that he thinks that businesses should be able to decline serving a customer off their race. You said you're going to take a shower and you'll be back. All right, that's cool. That's cool. We'll keep the stream going. We'll keep talking about him. And the dude wants to say, "Oh, I already have more viewers than Hayden." Bro, all your viewers were me and my wife and whoever else was just popping in by scrolling through the channel. This dude is a fucking bum. He's never seen a woman. He's never touched a woman. This dude is 25 years old. Has no marketable skills. The dude cannot change a tire on a car. He can't change a fucking tire on a car. He can't drive a car. He can't take his own shower. He can't make a doctor's appointment. He can't wash his clothes. This guy is a fucking bum. Does it look like I want to be friends with somebody like that? And I'll get into why I cut him off. I have actually blocked this guy before. I blocked him before for all you people watching the replay. I blocked him before because he's a very fake person. He's the type that if he says something and he disagrees with it, and you feel strongly about your side, he's going to agree with you. Like for example, like I was talking about Trump, and then I could tell he's a liberal by heart, but he would sometimes agree with me about Trump or whatever, even though deep down he supported Biden. And he just said that Joe Biden's going to beat Trump. Trump will never be president again. And then Trump became president again, and he acts like I forgot about that. Like he's not some dumbass fucking loser that doesn't know how politics work. And the dude doesn't know shit about wrestling. Buryingyoungtalent doesn't know a damn thing about fucking wrestling. This dude will not watch anything past 2001. He claims, I know more about wrestling in my pinky than you know in your whole body. And what's crazy is that's not what he was telling me. He told me that I know so much about wrestling and I'm very smart. And now all of a sudden that he doesn't like me, now I don't know anything about wrestling. Now I'm a piece of shit. He would tell me I'm a great father and all this other stuff. And he criticized other YouTube channels who I beefed with, who criticized my family. And then he done the same fucking thing, criticized my family. Like, what a piece of shit this little fucker is. And I would love to just rock his ugly ass fucking head. I really would. And he knows I would beat his ass. I really don't have to say that. He's just a drunk fucking dumbass who drinks one beer, the cheapest beer he could find, Natty Daddy. He drinks one cheap ass beer that he actually steals from gas stations. This dude, his parents put him in some sort of like AA meeting or something. They put him in some sort of AA meeting, and this dude would sneak off to go get fucking drunk behind a building, and half the time he would steal the alcohol from the gas station, and this dude's calling me a bum. That's funny, man. It's funny. Like, I know so much about wrestling. I know so much about politics. I know so much about football. And the moment you don't like me anymore, I don't know anything. I'm a bad person. This dude is a vile, vulgar individual who brings sex into everything. He's a very, I would say, sexually dangerous person. He has to bring sex into everything he talks about. and it's disgusting. He can't see a woman for anything other than her clothes off. And he says, and I complained about the Royal Rumble, right? Or no, I didn't complain about it. I said I liked the Royal Rumble because he's used to me saying I don't like a lot of things WWE does. I liked one Royal Rumble match, the men's match. And he comes on here after we start beefing, and he's like, "Oh, if you liked the Royal Rumble, you're a piece of shit," and all this other stuff. And he actually ended up changing his opinion before that. He told me, "You're right, Jey Uso was a good winner, even though he disagreed with me at first. And now that we're beefing, all of a sudden it was a terrible event, and you're a piece of shit if you liked it." Like, what a terrible human being that this dude is. We got two people in the house right now. Half of his viewers were from me, going and watching his live, me and my wife, and then people from my channel. But yeah, this dude is just a vulgar individual. Like, Buryingyoungtalent, like, and don't let me forget to mention his head injury. This dude he talks, if you've noticed, he talks very slow, kind of seems like he's not all there. And if you watch his old videos, he kind of talked a lot, like, cleaner, I guess, if you will. Because this dude bashes his head into his wall. Like, I don't know what type of mental disorder Buryingyoungtalent, Zach Cusick, has, but this dude bashes his head into a fucking wall and comes talking about his head injury. He can't drive because he has a head injury. He can't get a job because he has a head injury. Like, his parents support him and pay all his bills. He don't have bills, so I lied. They pay his way. They feed him everything. They make his doctor's appointments. And he says, I'm jealous about a 25-year-old man who can't do anything for himself and is not his own individual, has no marketable skills, can't land a job more than 4 hours a week, two-hour shifts a week, because he has no skills job-wise, has no job experience, has never had a full-time job. And this dude's older than me. Almost 5 months older than me. I have my own place, my own family, everything. I have my license. This dude has done nothing with his life, and he wants to come speak on me. Come speak on me. This dude is a piece of shit, bad fucking person. He switches up everything to, like, agree with you. Like, he's one of those persons that's low-key a hater. Like, I could just tell he was a vile person. And I knew we would end up not being friends anymore because of how vile and disturbing this dude was. He's an extreme racist. Buryingyoungtalent, Zach Cusick, is an extreme fucking racist. This dude thinks that stores should be able to decline you if you're black. He hates black people. Zach Cusick from Broome County, New York, hates black people. He hates all people. He calls them the N-word. He is a disgusting, vile individual. Not to mention, he claims to be a conservative, or he claims to have conservative opinions. The dude's a liberal at heart. He was mad. He told me Trump would never make it back to office, that Joe Biden was going to win. And the moment Trump won, all of a sudden he's a Trump supporter, and he doesn't want to talk about how he said that he would never make it back to office. He's a hater. He low-key wants to see you do bad in life. Like, whenever I lost my job at one point, he was happy because he was like, oh, he'll be able to talk to me more and shit. He's low-key a weirdo. This dude would call me like 1,000,000 times a day, bro. I'd be like, I'm busy. And then, like, I'd look back and I'd have 15 more messages saying, why are you ignoring me? Like, bro, I have a fucking wife. I have kids. I'm not going to sit on the phone talking to a grown man all day. Neither should you. You're a fucking grown man, you fucking bum. And you've already said some shit that I'm never going to forgive you over. So you done fucked that up because you're not a smart individual, Zach Cusick. You're a dumb fuck. You are a dumb, drunk fuck. All you do is fucking drink. You talked about in that video how your therapist wants to fuck you. No, she doesn't. She sees you're a fucking bum. She couldn't even find you a job because you don't want to work a job more than 4 hours a week. You don't want to work a job more than 4 to 5 hours a week. Tell me that's not a fucking bum. You missed a lot, my guy. Rampage, you missed a lot. This dude would blow me up like 1,000,000 times a day. And by the way, Rampage, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you, just so I kind of get a better idea of how to explain things to you? This dude would call me like a 30 to 40 times a day, and like he would blow me up like, yo, why aren't you responding to me and all this other stuff, knowing I'm a married man that's busy and has grown man things going on. I'm 24 years old. This dude is about to be 25. You're how old? Damn, you're only 13. Yeah, so you don't really know nothing, my guy, about this whole situation. I'm not saying you don't know nothing. I have a brother that's 15. My little brother is 15, and he's further in life than Zach. So like you might not understand the whole thing about bills and stuff like that, but you're just really young. But this dude would blow me up like 1,000 times a fucking day. Like, why ain't I responding to him? And all this. I started thinking he was gay at one point. Like the way he would fucking just blow me up and fucking like want to talk 24/7. Like, dude, I don't want to talk to you all day. I have a family I have to talk to. Tries to call me during the Royal Rumble. Dude, I want to watch it with my wife. I don't want to watch it with some fucking 25-year-old bum that still lives with his parents and they pay all his bills and pay his way. And he just sits on his couch all day. And his mom, he's a piece of shit. He disrespects his parents. They tell him to get a job. Zach, Buryingyoungtalent's parents, they will tell this fucker to get a job, get off his sorry fucking ass, and get a job, and get out of their fucking house. You're a 25-year-old dude. You're a fucking bum. Your parents don't want you in their house when you're 25 years old. And me personally, I have kids. If they still lived in my house when they were 25, I would be cool with that. You said he did say he was queer in the beginning of the live earlier. Oh, I'm not surprised. If he really said that, I am not surprised. Did he really say that? That's probably why he's a gay faggot. What exactly did he say? And it's whatever. I don't really care if someone's gay, but this dude pisses me off. So like he says the most untrue shit ever, bro. So I started being friends with this dude. The first time I cut him off, I got tired of him disrespecting my wife by talking about other women and asking my opinions on other women and shit. So I checked him on it. And I got tired of him calling me all the time while I have a family and other shit going on. I got fucking tired of it, bro. You said, hey, bro, chill with the slurs. Well, respectfully, I will say what I want on my channel. I mean, if you want me to say it less, I will respect you. But I'm just saying respectfully, if you're going to watch future videos, I say kind of what I feel over here. But anyways, we're going to get into it about Buryingyoungtalent again. So, and you being 13, bro, it's going to be really hard. Respectfully, it's going to be really hard for you to understand a lot of what's going on. Because when I was 13, bro, like, I obviously had no responsibilities. You know, all I had to do was go to school every day. So it's kind of harder to understand, like, the difference between, like, kid life and adult life. You said, I'm not demanding, I'm just making sure you don't get banned. No, you're good. I probably said it too many times anyways. I was just letting you know, because on my channel I do kind of say what I want, so I don't want to offend you if you see any of my other videos. But, where was I getting at? But my brother, I have a 15-year-old brother. This dude is further in life than Zach. And I'm actually kind of curious about the claim. He said he was a Q word. How exactly did he say it? Like, what was the quote? I don't know the best way to describe how bad this dude is. Like, every time I'd call him, like, I'd want to talk about something productive or something, or I'd have some real life, real world shit going on, and he'd just call me and want to talk about wrestling, and I'm just like, bro, I can't just talk about wrestling all the time. I'm not like you. I can't just sit in somebody else's house all day at 25 years old and do nothing. Like, I have to do stuff with my life to feel productive. And he would just call me all the time. I'm just tired of it. Like, he's a racist. I don't know if I brought that up. This dude is a big fucking racist. So to anyone who doesn't know, I'm married to a half black woman. This dude would, all the time, this is facts. I don't lie on my channel. This ain't the BYT, Buryingyoungtalent. I don't fucking lie on my channel. I tell the truth. And I'm sorry if I sound angry. I'm just very passionate about this situation. He said that he thinks a store in America should be able to deny a customer if they're black. That's exactly what he told me. He is an extreme racist. He doesn't think Martin Luther King deserves praise. Like, he's just a big racist. I don't want to be friends with the big fucking racist. Like, we all have opinions, but he's just an ignorant racist, and he's always flip flopping on his opinions all the time. Like, one second he'll be on this, and the next second he'll be on that, and he hops on here all drunk looking. So that's more crazy than a white Karen's actions. Oh yeah, bro, dude, you ain't even heard half of this, dude. I'm trying to figure out how I can cover like 2 years worth of shit in just one video because it's gonna be hard for me to do that. I think something is severely wrong with this guy. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if he hit his head too hard. He talked about, I don't know if you've heard this, but he told me he has videos on his phone of him bashing his head into a wall just for the hell of it. Like, and he said he has some sort of head injury that bothers him to this day because of it. And he'll hop on there and he'll make all these crazy faces just looking corny as hell. Bro, he's a keyboard warrior. He's never been out in the real world. He's not seen what I've seen. He's not ever been out in the world like that. So he's not seen half the shit I've seen. People will kill this dude over things that he's saying. He doesn't know you can't just... You said, I looked at this first video. When did bro fall off? I want to say it was around COVID is when he really had the biggest change. Like, it had to be around COVID. This dude, like, I don't know what it was. He used to be able to speak clearly. Now he cannot. And the dude can't talk about women without... And it's normal for boys to be attracted to girls, but the dude is 25 and he can't talk. He watches so much porn on the daily basis. He cannot see a woman for anything other than her with her clothes off because he has no respect for a woman. Like, it's like I said, it's normal to be attracted, but you gotta draw the line and you gotta watch how far you go with some of the things you say. You can't just talk about women as objects all the time. He can't see a woman for anything other than her with her clothes off because of the amount of porn this dude watches. He's poisoning his brain. Zach Cusick, Buryingyoungtalent, he is poisoning his fucking brain. And this dude's not all there. He criticized Wrestling Rampage for talking shit about my family, like when we were beefing on YouTube. And it's another YouTube channel. And then me and him starts beefing, and he does the same thing they do, talk shit about my family. He even said you're an evil piece of shit if you talk shit about someone's family. And the first thing he does is talk shit about someone's family. Says I don't provide for my family. I have a roof over my head. My children are fed. All my bills are fucking paid. I do everything for my kids. My kids have diapers that stay on their butts. They have clothes that stay on their back. Don't ever speak about my family again until you're not a 25-year-old man living in mommy and daddy's house with no job, no car, no license, no marketable skills or anything. You said bro's more freaky than Herbert from Family Guy. I'm sorry for the jokes. I'm just trying to make it funny a little bit. Bro, like, I'd hate to know what's in this guy's computer, dude. And I'm truly starting to think, I really don't want to say this. I'm truly starting to think that the dude had like a gay crush or something on me. Like, I really am. Like, because I blocked the dude earlier because he kept blowing me up. This is the second time I blocked him. The first time I blocked him is because he kept trolling me about Trump winning. Or it was back in April of last year. I kept saying how Trump was going to win or whatever. And some days he'd agree with me, and other days he'd try to troll me and say Biden was going to win just to try to get a reaction out of me because he knew how passionate I was. And one day he was just like saying something about Joe Biden or something, and I said something. He was like, "Oh, I can't wait for Joe Biden to kick Trump's ass," or something. And he was trolling me to try to get a reaction. Like, he's almost like a woman. Like, if you don't text him back in an hour, he's going to message you and say, "Why are you ignoring me?" He's going to say, "Why are you ignoring me?" and all this other stuff. Like, bro, I don't even want to talk about this dude long. Like, I don't care about this guy. He really pissed me off today with his fucking ignorance. He will get the fuck beat out of him by a black dude or anybody by some of the shit he says, some of the racist shit he says. He says that white people deserve more rights than black people. He said, I reported him after the live spazzed out more than a person who misses their flight. Dude, I don't know what's wrong with this guy, bro. I think he's like sick in the fucking head. He's not someone I want to be associated with. And the dude has the audacity to say, I'm scared of him. I unblocked him to try to call him. And I really don't want to. I just don't want to be associated with him. And he blocked me. So he talks big on YouTube, but then behind the scenes, he's a bitch. He's one of those. And I'm not trying to brag or nothing. I don't think I'm better than anybody. I don't think I'm tougher than anybody. I'm 6'5". This dude's like 5'9". And he has told me on many occasions he would be scared to fight me. He would be scared that I would beat the shit out of him. And like I said, I don't think I'm some tough guy. I'm not one of those. I don't, I'm not one of those. But he's told me that on many, many occasions. And now all of a sudden that he doesn't like me anymore, all of a sudden he can beat my fucking ass. He looks like a what? What the fuck me? And this dude has no life. He has no girlfriend. He's a virgin. Lives with his parents. So I know he's going to keep making videos. It is what it is. He doesn't want to go there with me. That's all I'll say. And he knows that. He does not. He knows the kind of things I'm capable of. So Zach, if you're seeing this, you know some of the things I'm capable of. So it's best for you to leave it at this video and shut your fucking mouth. Quit being a drunk piece of shit and saying ignorant fucking things. Because I don't want to talk about your fucking ass. I think you need help, bro. Your own parents said you need fucking help. They sent you to a psych ward or whatever the fuck you call it, because they seen your own parents seen that you were mentally unstable. Your own parents have seen that you are mentally unstable, and they sent you there for your alcohol addiction, and you snuck out of there on your breaks to go steal alcohol and beer from a local gas station, small business, like a thief, and you would go hide behind a building and drink it on your breaks because you're that much of a fucking alcoholic. This dude, all he does, he'll sell his parents' items on Marketplace. Like, he won't do anything, and he'll ask me for advice. And the moment I give him some advice, he doesn't want to hear it. He'll ask me for some advice. I'll give him advice. He doesn't want to hear it. He'll be like, how can I better my life? I'll be like, okay, bro, you want to start with getting your license. He said, that's mad disrespectful. It is. I told him, bro, you want to start, you're 25 years old, dude. You should have had these things done a long time ago. But if you want to start bettering your life, I tried to be a good friend and offer him advice. I was like, you got to start with getting your license, man. I'm going to be straight up. You're not disabled. You need your license. You need to be able to get around. You need to be able to drive yourself to work. And I told him, after you get a license in a car, then focus on getting your own place. Or maybe not. Maybe live with your parents and save up money while you go to college or get some sort of degree or something. I'm different than you, bro. I have my own roof, my own bills I got to worry about. I got to take care of 2 kids. I'm in your parents' position. You're in my kid's position at 25 years old, my 1 and 2 year old's position. And I tried to tell him, and he don't want to hear it. He doesn't want to get his license. He said he has a head injury that he uses as an excuse for everything. He has a head injury, but he can hop on YouTube and talk all this shit. He uses that as his excuse not to be able to drive. His parents will barge into his room and yell at him and tell him to get a job. They're tired of taking care of a 25-year-old man. They've done their job. He turned 18 or whatever. And he just ignores them like a disrespectful punk. He said, I just ignore my mom when she tells me to get a job. Like, dude, you are a bum. You said on live, question mark? What do you mean? What was on live? But I'm going to be straight up. I don't want to go back and forth with this dude because he is a no-life loser bum. And when you allow these kind of parasites into your life, they inject you with fucking just dead weight. They drag you down with them because they're such losers and such bums. They have nothing going on in their life, so they bring all this toxic like shit into your life. And I have way more other things going on than this piece of shit bum that talks shit about my fucking kids. Dude, his parents barge in on live. Yeah, they did earlier. They barged in on his live, and that's why he ended it. And he's 25 years old, bro. Like, you're 13. If your parents barge in, then that's normal. This dude is 25. He's 24, but he'll be 25 in April. That's 2 months. He'll be 25. I'm 24. I'll be 25 August the 28th. So I still got a long time. I still got almost 7 months until I turn 25. He's got like 2 months until he's 25. But this dude, man, I got tired of talking to him because like there'd be times I'd be at work and stuff, and he'd call me and he'd try to talk, and he'd get mad if I didn't answer. Like he'd be like, "Why aren't you answering?" and all this other stuff. Dude, even his own brother told him, "Why do you try to sit on the phone all day with another grown man?" The dude doesn't listen because the dude's low key a faggot. He's never confirmed to me that. Sorry, I used another slur. The dude's never confirmed to me that he was gay or anything, but I see severe signs of it. It's either one of two things: either he's gay, I don't think he's gay because he does like women, but either he's bisexual or he has a mental disorder from all the porn he watches and jerks off in his parents' house all day. I don't want to be associated with this dude. Like this dude is. I even tried to bring him on my podcast. Like, go back in my lives. I have a podcast with him, episode 1. I tried to put him on my podcast, and it got negative feedback because somebody said, "Why do you have this dude on here? He's boring. He gives one-worded responses. He talks like a robot. He's more stupid than a Dar man." Plotline. But the dude, like, he's always switching his beliefs, always switching his opinions. He lies. He flip flops. He's a two-faced person. Like, he always flip flops on every issue to try to. He's a follower. He's not a leader. He's a follower. Like, he's the type. Like, he'll be like, "I hate." I'm trying to think of a person. "I hate Matthew McConaughey," and I'll be like, "Well, I like Matthew McConaughey." He'd be like, "Yeah, Matthew McConaughey's cool." How did you two meet? We met in like 2016. Back when I was like 15 or 16. 15, I think. On YouTube, I came across one of his videos. He was a very small YouTube channel, and I wanted to support it. And I seen that he made videos about wrestling. So we were friends and shit, and we talked for a couple years, barely, not much, just commenting on videos. And then we became friends on Facebook in like 2023 or some shit, or January or December 2022. And we started talking every day. And becoming his friend in real life, I realized he was not the person that he was in his videos. I thought he seemed like a cool guy, but he was like the biggest bum I've ever met in my fucking life. And I don't want to be associated with a bum because I'm trying to go to the top. He's not. He even said he doesn't want to do anything with his life. He has no ambitions to ever do anything in his life. He's told me this. I said, "So what are you going to do when your parents die?" His parents are almost 60 years old. He also has a brother who's 30 years old, or 29, about to be 30 next month, who lives in the house with him, doing the same thing he does, nothing. But I will give his brother credit. At least he has his license. Buryingyoungtalent doesn't have his license. You said this beef? No, this beef just started. You said this beef is older than my sister? No, well, maybe I was talking, but like that's how we started chit chatting. But the beef just started today. I hadn't even got to that part yet. He messaged me because he gets drunk and he talks shit. The last few days he's been talking so much shit, and I've been going off on him. And he said something about my wife. He was like, "I think your wife's responding to." And I told him, I was like, "Dude, stop fucking talking about my wife." Because I got tired of him thinking he always has a place just to say something about my wife. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. I will pick her over you in a heartbeat. You will go before she ever will. She takes care of my kids and watches after me, and I watch after her. That's just how it is. And, but I told him to stop talking about her. He apologized. That was a few days ago, so I already had a feeling I was going to end up blocking him. Because the last few days, if I didn't respond to him in 5 seconds, he would start being like, "Why aren't you responding to me? Blah, blah, blah. What are you doing?" And we're not 15, bro. I'm 24. He's about to be 25. And he's fucking over here like, dude, it's fucking annoying, bro. I don't want to talk to you 24/7. I have shit to worry about. I'd be busy out doing shit, paying bills, getting shit done. And he'd be fucking messaging me, "Why aren't you responding to me?" Bro, I don't sit in my fucking room all day at the age of 25 not doing shit. And so, today he said something about, I got tired of him flip-flopping. Then the other day we had an issue about the Royal Rumble 2025. I watched, I didn't like the pay-per-view, but I watched the Men's Rumble, and I enjoyed it. I always talk shit about Triple H's booking, but I enjoyed the Men's Rumble. And I think it was a good winner, Jey Uso, because it was unpredictable. And he proceeds to tell me it was shitty and got mad that I liked it. And I'm like, well, I explained to him who else could have won that match. No, and he said literally anyone, CM Punk. And he said the other day CM Punk was 46 years old and washed. And now he's saying CM Punk should win the Royal Rumble? Dude, why are you always switching up on your issues, bro? No one can take you seriously when you don't stand on anything you say. You're always flip-flopping. And so we kind of got into it over that. And then eventually he said, okay, Jey Uso is a good Royal Rumble winner. He was like, I agree with you, Jey Uso. Because he has to always agree with me after disagreeing at first. Because he's a follower. He's not a leader. He doesn't have his own opinions. He doesn't stand on his beliefs. And basically, like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker. Today was the final straw. Like, he messaged me something about Elon Musk. And I've told him I don't support everything Trump does, but he wants to put me in the category of someone who supports everything Trump does for some reason. And with him coming out today saying all the shit about me, that just proves he's thought all of this since we started being friends. So why were you being a fake-ass friend the whole time? And I've told him to his face several times he needs to stop being a bum. So I'm not saying it behind his back. And but anyways, he said something about Elon Musk, how he's bad for the country or something, and he's like he's taking over this and that or whatever. And I said, what position is he running other than that one that Donald Trump gave him, Doge? And he was like, well, Doge is a big position and all this other stuff. That's enough for several positions or something. And then he said something like something bad about Trump. I'm guessing because his parents got in his head, because his parents are big liberals and he is a liberal, and he supports everything that they say, and they get in his head, and he gets mad if you say anything about mommy and daddy, because he's a mommy and daddy's boy. They wash his clothes, they take him to his dentist appointments, whatever. I guess they got in his head about something. I wasn't even that passionate about the issue. I was just like, then I just sent him a screenshot where it said Elon Musk saved us $54 billion. And he was like, wow, $54 billion when we're 50 some trillion in debt or some shit. And I was like, well, that's going to take forever to pay off. I was like, Trump's only been in office for 2 weeks, so you got to give him some time. And then he goes, well, he's done a shitty job, laughed my ass off. I'm like, what's your fucking problem, dude? You're calling yourself a friend, but you're like trying to come at me or something. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm just talking and I'm just waking up to this shit, and you're just saying all this bad shit for no reason. Like, what is your problem? And he's like, well, he's a shitty ass president, knowing that I think he's not. So he knows it's gonna piss me off. Eddie Jackson. He said, so I was right when I said your co-host sucked like 3 weeks ago. Bro, you have missed so much, man. You have missed so much. But if you want to do me a favor, guys, I would greatly appreciate you guys doing me this favor, because it's for a great cause, because this is the worst human being ever. He hates black people. He says black people should not be served in stores. He's a massive racist. Go to this fucker's channel. I don't care if you do it right now or later, whatever. Just please do it. Go to this fucker's channel and let him know what a vile, messed up piece of shit he is. Yeah, Eddie Jackson, you were right, and I knew you were right. I just didn't want to upset him because he was my friend. Why do you think I never brought him on to another podcast? Why do you think I never brought him on? Because I knew he sucked. And I made a second episode. You said what? I'm going to spam him in the middle of the night. Please do. Because I made this dude a, what would you call it? I made a second podcast episode with this dude, and he was so boring, I was having to carry the whole conversation. He even told me I was carrying the fucking conversation. He was like, yeah, you had to carry that whole thing. And he kept asking me, when are we doing another podcast? And I kept telling him, I don't know, man, because I got to find another co-host, because he's so fucking boring. He's so fucking boring, I have to find another co-host, my guy. But I didn't want to bring him back on because I knew he was boring. I thought he was going to do better than he did, and he did not. He was a boring-ass motherfucker. But where was I getting at? Why I cut this dude off today? Like, he said all that shit. Like he's trying to come at me. He's like, this dude's 25 years old. His parents take care of him. I explain all this in this live. His parents take care of him. He never has a job, bro. He watches porn all day and jerks off and fucking wonders why women won't talk to him. And I low-key think he's gay because he fucking wants to sit here and call me a million times a day knowing I'm married and shit and gets mad when I don't fucking answer. But we got to the reason why I cut him off today. It's like he was trying to come at me or something because he knows I like Donald Trump. And he was like, but I don't defend everything Trump does. I don't. And he was like, he said some shit about Elon Musk or whatever, blah, 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 blah. And I said, well, Trump's only been in there for 2 weeks, so it's going to take some time. And he goes, well, he's doing a shitty job. Laugh my ass off. And he says that as a friend. No, he knows that that's going to make me feel some type of way because he knows I like Trump. So he says that, and I'm open to opinions. But I just got tired of him trolling me, and I told him, you're just a fucking liberal. You think I forgot about you supporting Joe Biden? Because he supported Joe Biden and said Joe Biden was going to beat Trump. And then he pretended like he never said that and acted like he was with Trump the whole time when he won. And he was like, LOL, I knew that was eating at you for a long time. And then I told him, I just went off. I was like, dude, I don't want to be friends with you. You're a fucking bum trying to call me all day, every day. You don't have a job. You don't have a car or a license. Your mom and dad makes your doctor's appointments. And you're 25 years old. They wipe your ass, make your... They don't literally wipe his ass, but you know what I mean. They wash his clothes, make his doctor's appointments, everything. They make his bed. They have to tell him to go take showers at 25 years old. There's times I'd even be on the phone with him, and his mom or dad would barge into the room and say, get off the phone. You're a 25-year-old, bro, they don't want you in their fucking house. And you want to bitch about your parents, get a fucking job, you sorry, low-life sack of shit. Get a car. Get a job. Get a fucking good job, not a job that's 4 hours a week. He has an under-the-table job, which is illegal, by the way, where he fucking works 4 hours a week. He's never had a full-time job. 4 hours a fucking week just stocking shelves in some thrift store. You said, yeah, there's a guy named E Official. Maybe he's good for the podcast. Maybe he is. Maybe he is. But when it comes to this guy, this is not a series I want to have. This is not something I want to make a million videos about. But I already know he has no fucking life, no girlfriend, no job, no car. He just sits in his room all day in his thoughts, overthinking like a bitch. He acts like a woman, bro. He'll be like, you won't respond to him for 2 hours because you're an adult and you're busy. People know, bro, this economy shit. If you are an adult, you are busy. You don't have time to talk all day to somebody. And he's just a jealous bum. He was always jealous of me. He would always get jealous when I got a good new job, when I got a new car, anything. He'd be jealous. And then when something bad would happen to me, he'd be happy because it makes him feel better about his life that I'm doing bad. But he claims to be a friend. No, that's not what a fucking friend is, you low-life piece of shit. That's not what a fucking friend is. And if this dude ever wanted to meet up, I would kick his motherfucking ass. And he fucking knows it. He's told me that I would kick his ass. When me and him have one-on-one conversations, he tells me, you will beat the shit out of me. He tells me, you will beat the shit out of me. And then the moment he hops on the fucking camera, I'll kick your ass, blah, blah, blah. He is a bitch. I'm telling you, don't fuck with this guy. He's a bitch. He's bitch made. He's a sorry-ass, nasty, perverted fucking bum. It's nasty as fuck. I just uploaded a short on my channel of him talking about how his therapist wants to fuck him. I'm low-key thinking about emailing that to his therapist because this fucker wanted to talk about my family when he criticized other people for talking about my family, and he does the same fucking thing but claims to be a friend. You piece of shit. But I went off on him and I just blocked him. I was like, I'm tired of your fucking ass. I had a feeling I was going to end up blocking him days ago because he's been a bitch recently. He'll get drunk and he'll call and say, why aren't you answering? I think he's a queer. I truly think this dude's a queer. You said you don't care who the president is as long as World War III don't start. Me, bro, I don't even know what he was on about. He started coming at me putting me in like a category with someone else, and I wasn't even like, what? He just started messaging me a bunch of drunk bullshit, like talking shit about Trump or something, knowing that it's going to piss me off because of all the fake shit. And he's so fucking uneducated. I already proved I was more educated than him. He said Joe Biden was going to win. And then he told me Kamala was going to win. And I said the whole time Trump was going to win. And this motherfucker can't stand that somebody's smarter than him. He's told me I'm smarter than him. He's a stupid motherfucker. He's a dumbass fuck. Smart people don't bash their fucking head into a wall. They don't do that. I've never bashed my head into a wall and then had a brain injury. How retarded are you? And the dude wants to call Elon Musk autistic. First of all, and he says autistic people are retards. Autistic people have a different way of thinking. That doesn't mean they're retards, you fucking dumbass. Elon Musk has so much more money than you'll ever see in your life. You or your grandchildren or their grandchildren, your mom, your dad, your grandparents, anybody, all put together, and you want to talk about him. He said, bro's the definition of 3 beers, 2 eyes, 1 mouth, 0 bitches. Go tell his bitch ass that, because he needs to hear it. All this shit I'm saying, this piece of shit motherfucker needs to fucking hear it. And I hope he has seen what I've said, because he's a piece of shit. He is a piece of shit. He's a fucking drunk. He'll never do anything. His parents don't even like him. They take care of him because they had him and they see that he's never going to move. His dad even said that him and his brother are the definition of the movie Step Brothers. 2 brothers that never move out, never get a job, never get a life. 2 fucking losers. We're at what, 40-some minutes? But yeah, Zach Cusick, you are a fucking loser. You're a fucking low-life, bum-ass bitch. I will kick your ass if I ever see you in person. And you better hope that day never comes. Look at me. You better hope that day never fucking comes, Mr. Zach. You better fucking hope. What we got going on in the comments? See, me, I'm drinking a soda. He's drinking beer, so that explains why you're a bloated, fat piece of shit. I'm not skinny, but there's been reasons for I could drop my weight in an instant. He can't. To be fair, Elon always drains the joy out of everything. Remember the chill guy meme he made? I'm not saying I like Elon Musk. That was the problem. He was trying to act like I like Elon Musk or something. He started like it's just the way he was messaging me. It's like he was like putting me into the category of an Elon Musk supporter or some shit. I mean, I don't hate Elon Musk, but I don't like him. But I was just wondering, because he says Elon Musk is going to take over Trump and all this shit. He's stupid. He's uneducated. This dude didn't pay attention in class, probably barely graduated, can't land a job because he has no interview skills. He has no marketable skills, no job skills, can't drive a car, can't do his own laundry, can't do anything. His dad has to pay for his Peacock subscription or his TV subscription to watch wrestling. He's on the meds. This dude's on the fucking meds. That's how retarded he is. And he hops on his stream with his pupils dilated or some shit, looking like a fucking meth head. You fucking bum. I hate making videos like this, but this dude's a bum. Bro, it'll be GTA 6's 10th anniversary by the time Elon becomes president. Bro, GTA, yeah, bro. Are we ever going to even see that game for real? Because I want to see it, but it's been so long, man. GTA 5 came out in 2013. But, I'm tired of talking about this dude. What should I do? I don't want to ever hear from him again. I wouldn't mind cussing him out. He said it either comes out late 2025 or early 26. I'm going to say September 25 is when it comes out. But, yeah, I said all I want to say about this bum-ass motherfucker. I guess I'm going to hop off here, guys. Please subscribe, and I'll have more videos coming soon. I appreciate you, Rampage, for tuning in, by the way. Thank you, bro. Make sure to subscribe and like. Appreciate